If you're shopping for a Medicare supplement plan in the state of Minnesota, I'm going to share with you what I think a lot of agents maybe aren't explaining here in the state, so I hope you find it helpful. My name is Jamie from meetjamie.com. I'm a licensed insurance agent specializing in Medicare insurance. I'm based out of Minnesota, even though I work in quite a few states now over the phone around the country. But I've had a lot of reach outs, phone calls, messages, emails specifically about Minnesota Medicare Supplement plans because they are different than the rest of the country. And so what I want to talk about today is just simple terminology that I hear that is confusing when it comes to the Medicare Supplement plans in Minnesota. And to do this, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to take you directly to the Medicare.gov website, and I'll put a link to this page in the description of this video if you would like to look at it yourself and review it. Otherwise, if you have questions, you can always reach out to me as well. So a lot of people that live in Minnesota maybe have been doing some research on the different supplement plans here. They just feel like it's confusing because it's so much different. So on the Medicare.gov website, it actually has a very simple chart, and I have another video that breaks down the Medicare supplements in Minnesota as well, but I want to show you directly from the Medicare website today. So there are other plans available besides the basic and the extended basic, but these are kind of the two primary plans. And so as you can see, they both cover the basic benefits. You skip down to the next line. Under Part A, the inpatient hospital deductible, which I highly recommend. That would be a deductible if you went into the hospital in 2025. That number is just over $1,600 per stay, depending on how long you're in there. You can purchase this as an additional rider if you do the basic plan. So a lot of times what happens, it seems like, with people I'm talking to is they just think in terms of the basic plan. They hear basic, and so I don't know if they assume that it's less money or not, but that's what it's talking about. But there's one key difference that I want to show you right away, and that is the difference in the skilled nursing facility coinsurance. So a lot of people don't realize this, but on the extended basic plan in Minnesota, there is an additional 20 days of skilled nursing facility care. That may not be a really big deal. You may not use the benefit, but it's good to know what is out there and what these plans cover. Because if you're just relying on talking to an agent or broker, you may not realize that there is that difference. And so it's just something I want to draw your attention to. A couple other key differences. Part B deductible. This little note here tells you that if you were eligible for Medicare before January 1st of 2020, but not yet enrolled, you may be able to get to this benefit. Otherwise, you can no longer get this if you were eligible after 2020. Another very similar thing between the basic and extended is obviously there's foreign travel emergency care. That looks similar. Outpatient mental health, 50% on both. That looks similar. Usual and customary fees. This is covered under the extended basic. It is not covered under the basic, but you can add that as a rider. Medicare covered preventative care, both are covered. Physical therapy, 20% for both. Here's one other difference I want to highlight. Coverage while in a foreign country. So the extended basic does give you some additional coverage outside of the United States. So it does have a deductible, just to be aware of, just like on the usual and customary fees. But that is a difference. And then if you scroll down, the state mandated benefits are the same. I know that one question people are probably going to ask is, can you get the rider for the basic? And the answer is no. You can get the rider for the Part A inpatient. You can get the rider for the usual and customary fees, but you cannot get it for coverage while in a foreign country. That's simply for the extended basic plan. So again, this is just something that you want to be aware of if you're shopping for a Medicare supplement plan in Minnesota, something that you just want to be mindful of. A lot of times people will look at the basic price and the extended basic price, and they'll say, oh, well, the basic price is cheaper. Well, yes, because a lot of times they're showing you the base price without the riders. Once you start adding those riders, there's a fee for each rider that you add, and the cost is going to go up on your monthly premium. And many times I've seen it where the cost is more than the extended basic once you add all the riders that are included. So just something I wanted to share really quick in this video. Again, if you have any questions, you can check out the page. I'll leave it in the description. You can reach out to me through my website, meetjamie.com, or if you have a question, leave it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.